introducing a new section in our website called Brain Muscle, which is basically going through a really useful material which you can apply to your daily life and obstacle racing. So it will include books, magazines, and it's published written material and ideas. And today we have something called Spartan Up, which is a well-known book by Joe Sena, the founder of Spartan Race, and a crazy but really nice guy out there changing things one person at a time, ripping people out of couches, making them do Spartan races, which could be sprint, super, and beast, as you're aware of, and basically breaking the limits. So it's quite an easy read, and it's not one of the biggest books, and you probably won't find anything too groundbreaking in this one, but it's kind of a set of ideas how to take obstacle racing mentality and that grit training where you overcome obstacles and put it into your social life, achievement in life, career, and so on. He introduces it why he started obstacle racing, because I mean, if you're into Spartan races or any other obstacle racing like Tough Mudder, you are probably interested what's the origin of it, why did it start, what was the idea of Joe's, and so on. And in their introduction, he basically says that since some of his race, some of the ultramarathons, what he did, which are more than 100 miles races, which are totally insane, it's kind of like a survival race, as a death race, which is run by Joe Sena as well. But he's basically stating that when I tell people that I'm about to do, most of them look at me in a way that tells me they think I'm really stupid or suicidal. But you know what? There's a better way looking at this. Challenging yourself to accomplish more than you know you can is never stupid. It helps to show you what you are capable of. It creates a new frame of reference, one you can draw upon in the face of other things and are perceived as being tough in your life. It shows you possibilities you didn't know existed. And that's why I started Spartan Race, and that's why I wrote this book. So besides all those facts, those stories, and you know, all that filler which is usual to any kind of book, he actually states the really good ideas behind and how to develop grit and how to change a frame of reference. He uses quite a few tools in between our lines which we can call gold nuggets, and if you read it through you would be quite ready for a race, at least from a mental standpoint. So for example, he introduces such things like Spartan Code, which is a set of 10 rules or so what Spartan is and how to achieve that, how to actually Spartan up. Some of them are, for example, that Spartan pushes his or her mind and body to its limits. Spartan masters his/her emotions. A Spartan learns continuously. Spartan gives generously, a Spartan leads, and so on. So these are quite remarkable values in any kind of person. He never states something in the lines of, oh, I would do that in that way, or I would do that in the other way. He always says it, Spartans do that and that. For example, Spartans don't train in a specialized way. They train as all-rounded athletes. They are ready for anything what comes to them. They have to be so mobile and flexible and fluid that they will be adapting to any kind of situation. So changing that frame of reference and adapting your mind to be a true Spartan is the biggest takeaways of this book. It's full of tips from nutrition to how to be tougher, how to achieve that stoic kind of way of living where you're as tough as a rock, where you never would break you, where you live on your own terms. Rational set of ideas. You would maybe think that it's really washed out, but it's not. It's actually full of lists of great ideas, and they're so specific that that you could apply it to everyday life right away after reading. So for example, I don't know if you can see it, but there are quite a few diagrams and appendixes where he actually states how to live your life and how to work out daily, what to do every day, how to start your day. And one of the best takeaways is that you should always do your burpee breaks in in the beginning of the day, so that everything what else will follow will be so easy and you'll be happy. And what he calls it is Spartan theory of happiness. So this book is filled of things like that, and if you're an athlete or a person who is still on a couch and never done a Spartan race or any other race, I would really highly suggest to start with this and go through that. Mark all the ideas you like, print it out, the Spartan code, and know how to Spartan up, because it's kind of like a Spartan race Bible, and without it you probably wouldn't really know what Spartan tribe is about and how it started and what you should be aiming for in your life, and not only in trenches, in the obstacle training. So go pick it up. It's around 20 bucks, and it's worth it to have it in your library, because you can always fall back and know why Joe DeSena, being such a crazy person who's basically pushing people in trenches and making them do burpees, is doing that. So thanks for joining us in Grit Camp. If you like this video, share it with your friend, and leave suggestions or comments below what sort of books you want for us to review, or what sort of tips you want us to include. And thank you very much for watching it.